Hey, now we're recording. All right, Jesse here again from Fall Off the Map. And normally right about now I'd be making another travel video or a video about, overseas work or that sort of thing. But we're in the middle of this pandemic. And because of that, I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm just outside of Quito, Ecuador, and this entire country is on lockdown. Instead, because I'm bored and I want to put out another video, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing during this pandemic to pass the time and how I'm staying safe, how I'm keeping my family safe, basically what a day looks like. Pandemic, yeah, it's weird to say, isn't it? This is like the biggest intense thing or at least my generation has gone through in our lifetime. Or at least it feels like that at this point. Maybe we'll look back on it and be like, we overreacted. Or maybe we will look back at it and be like, oh, we really underreacted. We did not take that seriously enough when it first started. None of us really know yet. With that in mind, so first thing in our family, what we do, only one person goes out. Kids don't go out at all. My wife doesn't go out. So I do all the shopping. About once or twice a week, I head out. I have special shoes I wear when I go out. Those shoes stay outside. They don't go back inside the house. I've kind of refined it a little bit today. I've actually got a shirt that I wear that I take off when I get to the house. Really, today I stripped down to my underwear. None of the clothes really that I'm wearing outside come into the house. Sorry, neighbors, for the the flash of my underwear, but that's one of the things I'm doing. Mask, obviously. These are required in Ecuador. I know the United States has been real slow to catch up on this, but most countries have had a very different approach. And really, when you look at the series of information coming out, what it looks like is the United States said, don't wear these, you don't need them, not because you didn't need them. You absolutely did. They absolutely reduce your risk of getting sick. They said, don't use them because we don't have enough and we don't want you to take all the ones that people that work in healthcare or other essential services need more. So here in Ecuador, totally different approach. You go outside the house, you have to have it. You show up somewhere, you try to get into the grocery store, you try to get into the bank, any place like that without your mask, you're not getting in. Something new I saw today on my shopping trip, I had to have gloves. The grocery store I went to last week, they passed out little plastic gloves, like little one-time use disposable gloves. And I thought, wow, that was generous of them. Went to a different store that's a little closer today, and they were like, yeah, you're not coming in without gloves. And I'm like, what do I do? And they pointed, and there was a guy selling them, so I had to pay $1 outside the store to get a pair of gloves. At the store, they lather you up with the disinfectant, and they take it real serious here in Ecuador. I would say a lot more than in the U.S., or at least so far in the U.S. And that is in part because Latin American cultures tend to be very nervous about disease and health issues. And they just, like where I'm at in Ecuador, they don't have the healthcare infrastructure to handle a complete meltdown. They can't handle everyone getting sick all at once. Now, no country can. No country. But some more than most. In Ecuador really... they were proactive about this, locked things down early and took very serious measures, because you can look at things like the number of ventilators per capita, and our rates are pretty low. So we had to take more serious measures to get this under control. So mask, glasses. I wear glasses while I'm out and about in public, because you never know when somebody who is sick is going to cough right in front of you. And mask is great, but that doesn't keep it out of your eyes. These are not the best kind of glasses. It's just what I have. If you've got something bigger, better, goggles, whatever, great. You see what some of the people are using, a whole face shield. I'm not going to go that far. It's not just what you breathe. It is your eyes as well. It's your nose as well. It's not touching your face. Hello, Ian. I'm recording a video. You're in the video. You're in the video. All right. I'm I also wear a hat. It helps, kind of protect me a little bit when it's more for the sun out here. So those are some of the things I'm doing to protect myself, protect my family. Beyond that, so I am stocking up on like lots of vegetables here because I shop once a week at least, and they're cheap, and because I'm trying to keep everyone's immune systems up, eat lots of healthy, fresh food. All right, where was I? So I buy a lot of fresh produce. I buy big bags of rice. Today I actually bought bags of like bulk bags of quinoa, some beans, stuff like that for like if the shit really hits the fan, because the shit might really hit the fan out here. There's already been some reports of parts of the country running low on a lot of food because people are not working on the farms. The trucks from the farms are not rolling into the cities. Some of them are, but we're at maybe, I'm guessing here, but maybe 50% capacity. So the ability of a country to feed itself while everyone is quarantining is limited. So I'm doing a combination of buying that fresh food now while I can get it and keeping our immune systems up, and stocking up on emergency stuff. So if things really get bad, we can still eat. I'm buying big 3-gallon jugs of water. Like, see the jugs of water in the corner here. You can see those. Like I said, going out like once or twice a week, really trying to limit my trips out. Oh, hey, I forgot to mention it, but also everything we buy from the store, everything that comes from outside this house into this house gets washed, gets sprayed with alcohol. Everything gets sterilized before it comes into this house. That's an important step I think a lot of people are missing. Everything that comes in should be sterilized before you introduce it to your family. I don't go get my hair cut anymore. Definitely not going to go to a barber shop and have someone be right in my face cutting my hair. Don't go out and do anything. Everything's in the house. And on that note, so one of the things I'm doing to stay busy, I've started taking some online classes. I'm taking like a computer science class. Myself, I'm an electrician. Those of you that have been following me for a while know that. But I'm getting a little older, and there's going to be a point where, this lifestyle where I travel around the world to places like Antarctica and Afghanistan and work as an electrician to fund my adventures, is one day going to reach a point where physically I can't do it anymore. So looking ahead, hey, I'm stuck at home. I heard about these classes where you can just Google 450 Ivy League, and you'll see the set of classes that's being put out by different Ivy League institutions. You can take them for free. Class is free if you want to get a certificate for the class, because they actually are classes that can further your career. You can have a certificate to show you what you've learned. You do have to pay for the certificates, but they're also pretty affordable. So I'm taking some computer science classes, and I've actually got my eldest son taking one right now too, because I think it's probably a good route for him to go. Our kids are out of school. Our kids are homeschooling, and part of that, giving him that classes is that. Also, they're doing online education from their schools, but their schools weren't really prepared for that at all. So we're still paying these schools for their education, but they're getting maybe 40 minutes of classes a day instead of 6-7 hours. Basically, we're all really bored in the house. A lot of Netflix. Internet's still working pretty good here. That's what's up. That's what's going on in Ecuador. That's what we're doing. That's how we're staying safe. Sorry if this is a boring video. I need to make videos. I need to connect with you guys every once in a while. And I got nothing else to talk about other than what's going on in my life right now. And that's it. I'd like to hear from you guys. Hear what you think about where I'm at, what I'm doing. Oh, there's one other weird thing. So there's tons of expats all over the world. I just got an email, an announcement. Mike Pompeo, however you say his name, has said that Americans that are outside the U.S. need to return now. If we're going to go home, get your butt home now, get the next flight home. Like from Ecuador, because the airports are closed, there's actually through the embassy a bunch of flights that are put on by them, and you got to sign up with the embassy and get registered and all that stuff to get on one of these flights. The last place I want to be is the US. Ecuador may not have the resources to deal with this very well, but they do seem to be handling it a lot better than so far the United States is. And I'd rather be in a place that is proactive about it and people take it seriously than a place that is just spiraling out of control. That's my personal perspective on this. But yeah, so the US government, Mike Pompeo has said, hey, get your butts home. I'm not gonna, because it looks like out of the frying pan into the fire. It might be bad here, but it's gotta be better than that. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you are doing to stay safe. Let me know your thoughts on what I'm doing. If you have any suggestions for me or for anyone else that reads the comment section, please drop them below. And don't forget, I'm gonna put a little subscribe button right here. I'm gonna try to anyway. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pointing at a big blank spot. We'll see. Subscribe, maybe.